All right. I'm going to play back my audio so I can hear it here. Close this. Hey, all right. We got somebody in the stream here. Let me pull up the chat so I can actually see what people are saying. How do I do this? So, I guess I should put this in like the stream description, what I'm actually working on, but um, it doesn't really matter. People can figure it out. This is kind of an experimental thing in the first place. Um, at the moment, I am working on a feature for calculations. Um, that is one of the changes that we made to calculations recently was that they would uh, we would prefer to run them in Elixirland, but we switched it to where they would prefer to run in the query, and that actually broke um, one of our users' behaviors. Specifically, if an expression calculation references a non-expression calculation, then we have to prefer to do that in Elixirland instead of in the query. Um, Let me actually let them know I'm working on their fix on live stream if they want to join. All right. Maybe I should actually I'll create a voice channel um in our Discord server. Let's call it live stream. And I can set this up so people can actually join the live stream. I think that would be kind of interesting. Um, let's see. What are we chatting about? The live stream. And I guess the question though is I think anybody who joins this live stream is going to, how do I figure this out? They're going to want to theoretically, oh, this is interesting. My live is not doing, oh, it's not doing the video. You should be seeing the screen share. Oh, here we go. Transition. There we go. There's the code. And then I'm wondering if there would be a good way to get, yeah, I could do something like this. I could include the Discord audio. Let's see. How would this work? I could put this here or something like this. So anybody else who joins will be included if they want. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like I want to make this something that people can join if they want to join, almost like more of like a live room. And I guess so if I can do this, I can add in my screen share scene, I can add Let's see. I know there's a way to capture audio. Okay, audio output capture. Okay. And then I can say that the device will be... That's not great. Maybe there isn't a way to do this. I was thinking that I'd be able to capture the audio. I guess if this might work. So I can capture the output and then that will capture everybody else talking, and I'm on Do Not Disturb, so that'll probably handle this. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can see if anybody feels like joining in the Discord server. Maybe I should pop out the... Can I pop this out? So just that shows up. Let's see. Focus. I don't really see a way to pop out the video. Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm trying to get it set up so that people in the Discord can actually join the live stream if they want, which is a little bit of a weird setup. I've not really considered it. And I want to pop out the video. So what I have is like this is the voice channel in our Discord server. Yeah, and I want to pop this out so that people who join this channel, like, they'll show up on this little section of the live stream here. And I guess I should let's do this. If I do that, I'll need to disable this. So there you go. You see me. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's all maybe a little bit too complicated to get other people online. So I'll have this voice up. You'll be able to hear their voices with the setup that I have, but you just won't be able to see their faces. Oh well. So where were we? I am working on this calculation feature. I'm just gonna write some code. I don't think I can talk 24/7 during this stream, so I've got the chat up. So if anybody has any questions, I should see them right here. But otherwise, you know what I should do? Yeah, I know what I should do. Let me put on some. Need like a lo-fi royalty-free playlist. Where can I find Slip.stream? I bet it's gonna be like, you gotta pay for this. Oh, I can find a YouTube video. That'll work. Royalty-free music, 28 minutes. Oh, here we go. Oh, lo-fi hip-hop. It might be... Oh, here we go. What's this? Relax. No copyright. All right. Now let's see how loud this is for this stream. I gotta put up the volume here. Lo-fi royalty-free playlist. Where can I find Slip.stream? I bet it's gonna be like, you gotta pay for this. Oh, I can find. Where can I find Slip.stream? I bet it's gonna be like, you gotta pay for this. All right, how's the music volume? Somebody in the chat to let me know. Is it too loud? I can turn it down. Or can you hear the music actually? Right, how's the better question? Volume? Somebody in the chat to let me know. Is it too loud? I can turn it down. Or can you hear the music actually? Right, how's the better question? Somebody in the chat to let me know. Is it I'll just assume it's fine until somebody tells me otherwise. I like the music. It's good enough for me. All right. I probably have to watch for the autoplay on that, because if it switches to like a non-royalty free music thing, I'll be screwed. Hold on. Can I turn off autoplay? It'll be fine. I'm not going to stream for that long. All right. Like cricking my neck over here. So for anybody watching, I have like an ultra wide monitor. And sometimes when I need to do like a bunch of things, I end up like looking, all over the damn place. All right, we got some tunes. We got our task. So I'm actually to talk through kind of the complexity of this situation. In order to know if a calculation meets our requirements here for being for having us prefer not to put it into the SQL query or like into the data layer query, I have to traverse the entire expression. So like an expression might be like, some calculation equals 10. And I need to know if it references any calculations that aren't expression calculations. And that I don't want to do that a lot because there's some performance implications there. I mean, usually expressions aren't very big, but still, it's like I don't want to traverse it multiple times. And I'm wondering how I can, because there's two places where we do this. We do this for each calculation. Oh, no, that is loud. Let me turn it down. Yeah, so for each calculation, and then for each dependency of that calculation. Actually, I guess it would be fine if I just do it once for the top level calculation because we aren't going to be doing, we only need to do it once in, let's see. So we have split and load calculations. That's this right here. Yeah, so we say if it's an expression calculation, then we check if it has a static, if we can evaluate it to like if they have like, calculate something, integer 2 + 2 = 4. It's like we can evaluate that in Elixirland. We don't need to wait. We don't need to do anything with that. So we'll attempt to evaluate it kind of eagerly. And if that works, then we won't put it into the SQL query. And then otherwise, right here, we have if can expression calculation. But really what it should be is something like we'll say and enum dot any. Let's see. Yeah, this will be something like this. We'll say hash.filter.used calculations. So we can get the used calculations from the expression. Here we go. So we're pulling the expression here. And then, yeah, that's right. This makes sense. Salt expression. So this is kind of interesting. Yeah, no, this is right. Okay. Let's just see. We need to get some reproduction here. Calculation test. And what we need to do is we need to get a runtime calculation. An expression calculation that references a runtime calculation. So we have this full name with select. So let's see, full name with select. Calculate full name with select. And now we're gonna do. Oh, this actually might. Yeah, this is gonna. The reason this is we didn't even spot this is that this actually only comes out when you're using like a Postgres data layer, not if you're using our built-in ETS data layer. And that's because the ETS data layer is. I don't know. That's too much to explain, but it only comes out when we do the Postgres data layer stuff. So let's double check my assumption here. Let's actually try this. We'll say full name with select expression or plus, I don't know, plus something. Doesn't really matter. And then we'll say full name with select. And we'll add something at the end. So depending, what might happen here is this breaks. I don't think it will, because of how the ets data layer treats this stuff. But let's just see. Full with select. Is there a place where we actually select this in the test? No, okay. Make a new one. Let's say test calculation, expression calculations that depend on runtime calculations. Let's just say that they work for now. Okay. And then we'll say, let's actually do user query.filter equals user1.id query.load. We want to load our full name plus something. So we do full name with, hey, how's it going? I'm not going to say people's names because I'm just going to absolutely mangle them, but thanks for joining the stream. Good to have you. Let me make this chat a little bit more visible for me. Oh, that's annoying. Whenever I click away from OBS, it hides the chat. I feel like this should stay on top. Isn't that like the whole point of like keep the chat up? What the hell? Oh, it's because I see it's behind a. Okay, we're getting there. Figuring out my life. I pull OBS up. Nope, it just hides the chat every time I click away from OBS. How useless. All right, let's see. That's fine. I can live with it. Let me move this window, and then I'll see the chat over here on the YouTube stream. Okay. So we have our, what do we call our new calculation? Called it full name with select plus something. Let's just see, does this even work the way that I expected it to work in the first place? You know, I don't have my, I used to have a scene in OBS here for, what do we call this, like, away. There's supposed to be one in here where, oh, you guys probably can't see anything now. Okay. Anyway, for when I walk away, I want to be able to like put up like an away screen, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, that was something I just added here. Use calculations. Okay. What's the reasoning here? Use calculations. No, filter. Use calculations. Resource. Relationship path. Can that be any? I know that there's got to be a way to. Oh yeah, relationship. Okay, that's right. I added this before, so I can say, give me calculations for any relationship path. Okay. And then I need to put in the resource, which is going to be what? Just ashquery.resource. All right, let's try this again. Okay, I need to get a drink though. I didn't set this up right. At least now, yeah, see, this is how you learn, right? This is how you learn. Now I'm like, okay, get a drink before you start the stream. All right, 1 second, be right back. Which mic am I using? I just realized I might be using, I have this like fancy ass setup and I'm probably like, oh, good spot. Let's make sure I'm actually using my nice microphone. Yeah, let's see. Properties. Okay, yeah, that's working. Right, I sound far away. Now I sound close. I think we're using the right audio source here. Okay, let's try that again. Look at that, pair programming with chat. I feel like 90% of my bugs are typos. Okay. So we successfully loaded the calculation, this is what I was saying. In Ash Postgres, this would fail. Oh, that's interesting. It's saying that there are no used calculations in this expression. That is surprising. Hold on, what's the expression? I told myself I wasn't gonna start streaming until I had like my whole we got a new house recently, and I'm gonna paint this whole thing and get it all set up and cool. But I realized I kind of just need to bite the bullet and start doing this more regularly. Okay, yeah. So this is interesting. Full name, like used calculations, is not returning anything, even though. Oh, you know what? No. Okay, let's see. Are we hydrating? Yeah, we're hydrating the expression right up here. We say build filter from template outcome. Oh, we're not hydrating the expression, and that is the problem. That's interesting. I don't know why that ever worked. Oh, I guess because, oh yeah, I guess I do know. So this is in read, and when we do our read, we do like a hydrate calculations. Yep, right here. Which I think we just need to move into this step. Yeah. Okay, so this step should actually happen. We should hydrate the expressions. Can we though? Can we hydrate the expressions here? Because it's a pain in the ass. We kind of, because what we store is just the calculation struct here that will later get what dot expression called on it again? Yeah, it will. I'm tempted to just say let's do it twice. It's okay if there's not a lot of work here to, like, these are usually very small expressions, you know, like a little tree, like an AST that's like, I don't know, 20 nodes or something. It's not a lot, but how could I do this only once? Oh, I see what I would need to do. Ugh, this sucks, but that's fine, I'll do it. We need to put what needs to be stored in calculations in query here is going to be something like this: calculation expression. So let me see. We have this split and load calculations. So what do we do with calculations in query? How much am I going to have to change to do this? So map.new. A lot of things. Yeah. Okay, that's not worth it. All right. Make it work, then make it fast. It's courtesy of James Harton. He's also on the core team for Ash, and that's one of his catchphrases. Make it right and then make it fast. Either way, let's make it actually functioning, and then if it's too slow, we'll optimize it later. So what that looks like is first hydrating the expression. So let's take a look at our implementation of that over here. Calculations. So we have already built it. We just need to do this bit. And I'm cool. Oh, we don't need to do this. Actually, we don't need to do this here either. That's deprecated stuff. You don't need to specify aggregates and calculations. I think I'm good with, let's see. Well, okay, this is all, yeah, okay. So expression, hydrate refs. So this is going to turn, what I'm doing here, by the way, is we have these like we have this structure that looks like call, you know, name, calculation name, args, and then like the arguments. And we need to turn this into a proper calculation reference, right? So like ash.query.calculation. And so this actually does that. This figures out, oh, there's a calculation called calculation or whatever. So this is a little bit wasteful to do this, you know, multiple times, but like I said, we'll make it work, and then we'll, if it seems like a problem later, I'll just let somebody else complain about it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so if we get, let's see, if we can't hydrate the expression, I think we're just going to have to assume that, which is a little bit weird to do this, but it'll fail somewhere else down the line. So we're gonna do, we're gonna just put it in the in-query calculations. It's gonna fail when they try to build the query anyways. And if we can hydrate it, then we're gonna say, now we're gonna call, I don't need any of this. Okay, what have I done? What doesn't this like? Mismatch delimiter. All right, what's the problem? Squiggly red lines for my whole file. Love it. Oh, yeah. All right. And then we're just gonna do the same thing in both branches, but let's see, now we should actually get the, calculations. Yeah, hash query. The amount of times that I've typed ask query is just too high. Is the music coming across? Nobody actually answered me. Can you guys hear the tunes? These sweet royalty-free tunes. Oh, hey. What? Full name with select.expression is undefined. Ah! Well, that's actually kind of fun. No, we can kind of simulate the issue here. Because it references a calculation. Clever. All right, cool. You guys can hear the music. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet or whatever. And if you don't like the music, then go away. Just kidding. All right, so this is pretty interesting because, yeah, actually, no, this is fine. We'll say if, do I need to, module, you know what I should actually do? I should put this as a function. I've been having this, it's a really interesting thing because of the way that Ash does, maybe a little bit too loud. All right, let me turn it down a little bit just so you can hear me. Oh, maybe that's better. Okay. Cool. I'm like strategically muting myself because I had to burp because I'm drinking Diet Coke and I'm like, wait a minute, am I muted or not? So there's a thing that I've been noticing, which is in development mode, when you have like when you're running with incremental compilation, like lazy loading of modules, sometimes when you use function exported, like if you say if function exported calculation.module expression 2, and this is kind of an interesting thing. If the module has not been compiled yet, it'll tell you false. And so Ash does all this stuff. We have this internals to basically prevent these like maddening, horrible compiler loops. And so we don't like basically what happens, this gives you false negatives sometimes. Sometimes the module does define that expression. It just hasn't been compiled yet. So I would have to do like code.ensure compiled here. Calculation.module. And I haven't actually benchmarked this. I haven't looked into it, but I have a feeling that that is not good to pepper all over the place, right? So I came up with a strategy that I've been using for this, which is kind of interesting. And what you do is, so when I add a before compile hook, and this will be ash.calculation, and then we'll do and in here I can say if module.defines expression 2. Okay, so we'll do it like this. We'll say def has expression. And then we can actually make this a callback in the calculation stuff here. We'll say callback has expression. So we can actually detect that they defined an expression callback. And the benefit of this is now if I say if calculation.module.has expression, that when you say like dot has expression, that like will, you know, it has to have a module compiled if you like call a function on it. It could be like the same difference of me saying, you know, code.ensure compiled. I don't actually know. But my gut says that this is just a little bit nicer. And then that can actually be used elsewhere. Like it's kind of one of those hidden implicit APIs. If you say like function exported calculation expression to, it's like whether or not you would define it toggles on all of these things. But now I can actually look for dot has expression to see what's going to toggle from this. So, hey, so Alan, you just joined. I just want to let you know, I think I've got this set up right. If you say something here, they'll hear it on the live stream. So just, you know, I don't want anybody to get like side or get surprised, but like anything you say in this room should get sent to the live stream. So, but you know, chat, have at it. It's all good. I mean, I guess if this gets really unruly, I don't know, maybe I'll have to turn off the live stream. We'll see, but or not the live stream, but the Discord server. I guess what I should, how do I get the people who are looking? Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the live stream to actually see my code because I can't get Discord to share it. So I don't know. It is what it is. Let me pull up my chat again. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna use this .has expression. I think it's just a little bit of a nicer sort of API here. And so we're going to say, okay, I'm the, oh, this is actually kind of interesting. Used calculations should potentially, I don't really know actually. I'm thinking maybe we need to call calculation.module.load and see what it needs to, oh no, it actually would, yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's enough actually right here to sort of break the chain, which is, oh, this is backwards. It needs to be, yeah, this needs to be here. Okay. Yeah, the Discord server is, I can drop in an invite here, but it's open to everybody. Let me get an invite. Invite people. What I kind of feel like is going to happen is somebody's going to come, like I'm going to get like stream bombed or something because I'm like putting in like Discord server invite links and making it up. I don't really know. I've never done this kind of thing, but it'll be interesting to see if like having an open Discord channel on stream is a good idea. It's like when you put up a Zoom, like an open Zoom link, and somebody comes in and bombs it. I don't know. Okay. Look at that. It worked. So now we're getting used calculations. All right. So I can go back in here and I can say, that's not, I don't know. See, sometimes like I feel like Copilot, I don't know, it messes me up as often as it helps me. So what does the structure of this look like? Structs false. We're gonna have to go test this in Ash Postgres though to actually make sure that this fixes the issue. Oh, look at that. I think that's Frank. What up? All right. We have Ash office hours are coming up next week on Thursday. It's 6 p.m. EST. and anybody feel free to join there. We have some announcements. Well, really one main announcement, and then we'll have some of the core team there, maybe the whole core team. I'm not sure. And we're gonna have a chat kind of amongst ourselves first, just to talk about where we're at, what's coming up, what we're working on, and then we'll open it up to the floor to see if anybody has questions. It could be technical questions, could be I don't know, just whatever people really want to ask. All right. So we have, I think that, yeah, this is an ash.query.calculation. Okay, that's perfect. So I will say, if all, is it module? Yeah, module. Module.has calculation. So in that case, we will put it in the query, and otherwise we will put it at runtime. And I'm not actually sure if this is going to work. It's actually pretty interesting. We have 10 people here. Last time I did a live stream, I think I had 2 people. So look at that, 5x. I should write a blog post. How to 5x your stream count. I won't use any hard numbers though. They'll think that I just like 5x'd 1,000 people audience. Oh, has expression. Hey yo, how's it going? I'm not gonna try to pronounce names, especially that one. Sorry, I'm gonna ruin that. Thanks for joining, everybody. I'm gonna be trying to do these maybe once every week or two, just like chill vibes, writing some code. Okay, so in this case, what should happen is we should get into the false case. We should be doing this one at runtime, which the ets is indistinguishable. Okay, yeah, we're here. Cool. So we did what we wanted, but we need to test this in Ash Postgres. But first, let's actually make this into an assertion here, just because it's a reasonable test to have. What is this? What did it actually turn out to be? Full name with select plus something. Right, that's me. All right. I'm kind of glad I got rid of my mechanical keyboard because I feel like that would have ruined this whole setup. I'm using like the classic, actually I guess not classic, this is like one of the fancier ones, but the Mac keyboards, a little bit softer key presses. Hopefully it's not like ringing in everyone's ears. All right, let's make sure all the tests pass. Let me get Ash Postgres set up to test this. All right. So we have it set up to where I can set it to use local Ash version. And now we're going to replicate this setup. Actually, let's replicate the failure first. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. This is to test the lazy. I was like, why do I have a function called Fred? All right. So what we need to do here is in post, or one of our resources, we need to have a, let's call this calculate runtime referencing expr. No, it's the other way around. Expr referencing runtime. And then we'll take, what's a good calculation to do this with? Do I have like a full name or? Oh, you know what? I should do this in author because that's just a little bit simpler. Yeah, and there's got to be a first name or a full name one. Full name, perfect, right. So I'll say this will be, oh no, wait, I need, how do I want to do this? Yeah, okay. So I should add a calculate runtime full name. And then this will be runtime full name, runtime full name. A little space in here. All right. Calculate, oh, slash dot calculation. Records. Look at that. Copilot's a genius. It knew that full name was first name plus last name. That's crazy. Okay. This AI stuff is going to change the world. So now loading this right here should fail. So let's do this here. We'll say test an expression calculation that loads a runtime calculation. Works. Look at that. How beautifully communicative. All right. So author hash.query.load. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so it fails. This is the expected way that we were expecting it to fail based on the user that reported the issue originally. So now, using the newest version of Ash, we can see if that works. And let me. Okay, this all looks good. What is this? This is actually fix support runtime calculations, support expression calculations, referencing runtime calculation. You'll be able to filter with those, but there's no way to make that work anyway. So, all right, let's. It worked, and so we should get the full name duplicated twice in here. Bill Jones, Bill Jones. Bill Jones, the science gone. All right. I think I'll leave the live stream channel in here because nobody's actually in the Discord server live stream channel. Probably because they didn't sign up to be live broadcasted to YouTube, so that's understandable. But now I can also, let me remove that channel from, what is this? This is like the audio. Okay. Is this gonna, am I gonna break my stream when we remove this? Audio output capture, yes. Okay. We should be good. All right, well, I fixed that a little bit faster than I expected to. Let me just make sure everything else works. There's some more things that we wanted to do here, which is, if possible, I think I'm going to leave this off, but basically what we wanted to do is, when we're loading calculations that could be put into the data layer, the new strategy just puts them into the data layer query. And technically that could involve a database hop that, or a database call that we don't need if we have all of the field values and all that sort of stuff here. And I'm wondering maybe what the best way to address that is. All right. Now let's see. I think, let's put this over here. So what we would do is, in read, we have split and load calculations. And here we figure out what calculations will be in the query and which ones we're going to do at runtime. And what we should do is, if, oh, this actually might be pretty simple. If we have initial data, yeah, this works pretty well. If we have initial data, then we should attempt to call the .calculate function on all of the calculations that will be in the query. And if it works, if we get back like the calculation values, then, and we don't get back an unknown. Oh, but the thing that's interesting there is that works for our built-in expression calculations, but other people are going, like, we have to know that the, I don't know. It's not important. There's other more important things to work on. So I'm just going to put that in my backlog of crap. So this is on, let me just make a little render for this. On reloading calls, check to see if it just needs the fields that we have, and if so, don't go to the data layer for it. Yeah, I'm torn. I want to do that now because it's just like a nice optimization, but I'm gonna have to mix it. So okay, Ash Postgres looks good as well with that new test. Test reproducing Ash core fix for expression calculations. All right, that'll do. Okay. What? Wow, honestly, I thought that was going to take me a lot longer, so I guess I need to figure out what I'm doing next. Yes. Okay, this one's pretty straightforward. We have our new bulk actions, and specifically for bulk updates, we have all these different, this is a lot of code here. We have a lot of different strategies that the bulk update might take. I guess there's really there's 2 strategies. Am I just being crazy? Well, yeah, okay, there's 2 now, and there will be a 3rd. But the basic way that this works is when we do a bulk update, if you've given us a query as the argument of what we're updating, and you want to do an update action, actually, you know, I should let that person know that they can test the thing. So they might even be on the live stream, I don't know, but Okay. So we will actually do an atomic update where we what do we call this? Like do atomic. Oh, cool. Yeah, they're watching. All right. Hey, what's up? So what that looks like here, where is this? Again, atomic change set. We're going to essentially do an atomic update where we like, update tableware and we work it all out. It's a whole that's a whole story. But because we can choose, we want the caller to be able to say, only do this if you can do it atomically, right? Like maybe it's like a huge update. And what we don't want is the alternative where we stream query results and update each thing. That's not ideal. Although it is kind of an interesting, if we're going to stream an update, we can do that. Huh. We should, yeah, this is kind of interesting. So even if they don't give us a query, we can treat the query as the primary read action. Oh, that's clever. That's cool. So what I was thinking in this case is like, okay, they give us a stream of records. But what we could actually do is take batches of those records out, use the primary read action. We'd have to disable authorization because they specifically gave us records. And then add a filter, like do a query where, filtered by primary keys, so like 500 primary keys at a time or something. That would be the batch strategy. That's the third strategy. When could we not do the batch? Yeah. Okay, I got it. So do I want to add the batch strategy or do I want to add the other thing, which is an option to say which one you're allowed to use? I think I'm going to add the batch strategy. So what that looks like here is how does that work? So when we have a stream, oh, this is interesting. What it would actually be is, so we do a run, we stream up the chain. Oh, this is a big one. So how could I work this in without needing to change a lot of code here? Because actually, you have this map batches logic, and I think it would basically just replace this. There's just some logic that we can skip up here. See, what does do run? Or that's where we wrap this in a potentially a transaction at the very top. Yeah, if the transaction equals all. That's fine though. I think that's fine. So what we would do here is for each batch out of the stream, we would maybe do the batch. What does this try doing? Oh, that's sending a notifier. Yeah, that's fine. So we would maybe do the batch atomically here. And what does that look like? Is that even, or should that just be a top level switch? If we're gonna do it, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this as a top level switch, which is a little bit more annoying, but it was basically say we're gonna try and get, okay, let me pull this atomic change set. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna try and get a fully atomic change set first. But we don't need to honor this ops atomic change set. That's only if it's a different thing. And then I can say case fully atomic change set. I'll say not atomic. Okay, and then we're gonna do this. And we'll say do atomic batches. It's gonna be a pain to test because the built-in ets data layer doesn't actually know about atomic updates like this. It can't, or updates from queries. Yeah, no, this is right. Okay, so this code all gets shuffled into its own little thing. We'll say do stream batches. Depot. So this needs a lot of things. This needs, I'll just say it needs all of those: action, input, ops, metadata key, context key. Okay. So, oh yeah, and then do stream batches. So do atomic batches is going to be a little bit more interesting. What we need to do is kind of similar. Okay, so we need to get the batch. Oh, manual action can bulk. None of that matters because that one. Okay, so it's just this that we need. Size. Okay. I guess I can just put all this in a. I'll just get rid of the arguments. I don't know. Oh. Okay. So I do need to figure out the batch size. All right. Turn the fan on top here. So this is fine. I can just do. Where is manual action? If action.manual or false. Oh yeah, that's interesting. So we'll just do batch size. Okay, that's fine. 100 is kind of low for this though. I think this should be 500. No, I don't know. I guess a low batch size is probably a better default. Okay, so we need to do this map batches logic again, but I don't need all this base change set crap. Yeah. Okay. This is kind of cool. This is actually gonna be a pretty easy change, I think. So the index part is interesting. We attach the errors to the index, but in this case, if we choose this strategy, we won't know which one failed. So is that going to be, yeah, I don't know. Is that going to be like a problem? I don't know. We'll just see. Okay, so we do need the ref. Oh no. Ref. Why do we need the ref? Because map batches needs it. Why does map batches need it? Oh, because it is managing, yeah, async things with the. Map batches isn't even the right thing to use here because it's not going to. It's all got all this like notification and error handling logic that actually is handled by the parent or by the call that we're going to be doing to bulk update. So maybe I don't even need map batches. Where was I doing this? Okay. Yeah. So this would be something like task dot. I still need, I'm gonna have to do like maybe async batches. What a pain. Okay, maybe I have to modify map batches. Store notification, store error. I guess what I can say is if the batch, yeah, I guess I can handle this. So we only use this notifier to, okay. Okay. I can't pass in the ref, but that's fine. So basically what I would do is say process notifications, oh, process.get action is fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So I can do something like this. If it returns a bulk result from each batch, then we will synthesize. Oh no, that doesn't really. Yeah, it does. We can say records, notifications, errors. Yeah, this is kind of weird, but I think this can work, which is then I can say records and then, well, it's not the right order. Okay, this is gonna be a brain buster. I don't know why I decided to start this at 4:30. Whatever. So now what we can do is in our stream, well, like do stream batches. No, it's the other one. It's do atomic batches. So we need the resource. How is it figuring out and do stream batches? Oh, straightforward enough. And we'll, I don't know, we'll make the ref ourselves. Easy enough. Heyo. How's it going? So from here, okay, we don't need any of this crap. That's the nice thing. And I don't think we need any of this crap. So what we'll do here, oh, I should go to that other comment, maybe. Okay, it's not gonna happen here anymore. It's gonna happen up. Do atomic batches. We're going to. This is interesting, but I think all we're gonna do is pluck out primary keys of the resource. Just put this on the long laundry list of things that don't work if you don't have primary keys. Excuse me. Okay, so these will be the IDs. Copy keys. And then we're going to, what we have to do next is construct a query using the primary read action of the destination. And you know what, we need to, we're going to need to do this. There isn't one, then we can't do this atomically, and we'll say cannot atomically update a list update a stream without a primary read action. And then similarly, we're gonna have to do this num.empty resource.info.primary key resource. Gonna type a stream without a primary key. Now that's fine. It's not going to cause an error for people that are calling this. It's just going to not do the atomic version. It's going to stream and iteratively update them, which is, I mean, you have to do it that way otherwise. Oh, and of course, do atomic batches needs the actual atomic change set that we're going to do. Duh. All right. That's the important part. So we're going to grab the resource, hash.query.forRead. This is resource. Okay. And then we need to for these. So this is actually kind of interesting, but this should work, which is that it, you know, A1, A2 should turn into A equals 1 or A equals 2 or A equals 3, which should then turn into A equals 1, 2, 3, because that's the internals. Expressions get sort of optimized in certain ways, and this happens sort of automatically, at least for now. But actually, here's the reason why we don't do, just a little, I guess, educational tidbit here. We don't say, you know, in enum.batch and map.get the primary keys, because we want to support composite primary keys. So this works right here. But what's possible is that you actually get a resource with a primary key, right? And then what happens is this one would get turned into A equals 1 and B equals 2, or A equals 2 and B equals 3, or whatever, right? So that's why we have to do this or logic, and that's why the internals optimize these A equals 1 or A equals 2 logic into in statements, is so that you don't have to figure that out every time you want to filter on primary keys, that kind of thing. So keys, can't type. And then we are going to, we have to set, yeah, we still need to do all of the relevant context actor. This is a pain, but we need to pull out ops actor. Atomic change set dot tenant and tracer. Okay, so we've pulled these out, but what we have to do that's kind of interesting is we don't want to run the authorization policies on this particular query because we were handed records. They were already read out of the system, and that's not something you can do from the outside world, like an API or something like that. And so it wouldn't make sense for us to try to authorize the actor to read something that we were explicitly handed. A set of records were explicitly handed. So what we'll do is, I forget what it's called, but we have this internal flag here to let us bypass some checks that require authorization, and then authorize will actually become false. And so this is the only real way to do this when we need to use an internal read. Doesn't like that because I need to. Okay, so here now we can pass this into API.atomic update. We need to okay, so pass in the action name. So this would be atomic change set action dot name. The input, we're actually going to do what the update does, which is we're going to pass in the atomic change set that we already have. And that should cause us to reuse the atomic change set and not this input here. This should be ignored. Okay. Okay, sorry, get distracted. I got if you know anything about me, you know that I'm like in like 50 channels at once, and constantly like resolving issues and crap like that. So if you ever see me like zone out, I'm probably responding to a question somewhere, like this one. Whenever I try to use a custom type like xmoney, load an embedded resource. Yeah, okay. I'll have to look at that later, but oh well. All right, back to the topic at hand. We've set our context. We're gonna do this atomic update. This should return. Yeah, this is kind of the interesting bit, which is we need to. What is this? Return errors. Return errors. Ops. Return errors. Return notifications. Notify. And return records. This is the part that I'm not entirely sure if it's going to compose nicely, because we have we're like turning a stream based. Yeah, this is gonna be weird. I think this is fine. I think it's not gonna work. I think like we're gonna have a problem when I actually go to test this out. And the only place I can actually do that is in Ash Postgres. So what we're gonna do is we're going to, in our bulk update test, we're going to try, we're going to use this new code, and instead of passing in a query, we're going to pass in a stream, and we're going to hope that it does bulk update anyway, which is actually like pretty sick. If you think about how this works, it's like pretty powerful concept. So this will be some bulk updates can be done even on stream inputs. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, I think, oh no, all of these are using queries. Yeah, okay. Let's see if it works. Yeah. Of course, we got a bunch of problems. I probably should have just tried to, compile Ash in the first place, because okay. The problem was where somewhere on line 390. query.resource. Do run. Yes, because this is just resource. Okay, so what is it proving that we don't need on do atomic batches? We don't need metadata key, context key, input. Actually, we should use the input, even though it's going to be ignored. We should, just in case. All right, so we don't need metadata key or context key, which tracks because that's handled. Okay, the other thing. Action, context. Okay, action isn't used. Because we're getting it from atomic change set, but I'm actually going to pull that from action. Okay. That should fix the warnings and stuff. Let's see. I'm sure there's like 20 broken things in here. Well, here I can see my normal type of support, which is responding on a GitHub issue. This is backwards raising. Okay. Oh, hey, that's my stream viewers. There's a whopping, oh, how many people are here? Whopping 12. My God, I'm famous, everybody. There was 14, though. We need to get those numbers up, right? Smash that like and subscribe button. Sell your firstborn to my Patreon campaign. And sign up for my GoFundMe for struggling senior software engineers, because it's a hard life out here. All right, we got a problem. Bulk 383. Yes, I remember this. We have this thing to figure out resource. Where is it? Oh, interesting. Oh, and so then I need to say ops equal. That should have been. Yeah, wow, I'm surprised that didn't cause other problems down the line. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh man, I told you guys to smash that like button, and somebody left. They did not smash the like button. They smashed the little X at the corner of their window. Oh. So, how interesting. That is not how I expected that to fail. Oh, because it just didn't do the thing. Oh, because it didn't honor the atomic update. The screen font is too small. I can bump that up. I'm just gonna go one more, and you can let me know if it's that's not enough. Fun fact: I may actually do a live stream on Friday as well, but it's gonna be a bit of an interesting one. I'm getting the Apple Vision Pro, and I've been thinking about doing a live stream to see can I use Apple Vision Pro to do my work and code in it and not, not need my monitors or something. So that's gonna be a pretty interesting one. I don't know if I'm gonna live stream that or not. I'm not like a product reviewer, so we'll see. Hey, from Nicaragua. That's awesome. Thanks for popping in. I think I've seen you around in the community. I think I've seen your name here and there. So thanks for stopping by. Again, I would love to say everybody's names, but you know, this is a global community, and I do not have a global linguistic talent, so I think I'm just gonna save myself the embarrassment. So the problem is not honoring the atomic update, which this is actually quite interesting. That's a bug that we weren't, because we need to take this, let's see, ops atomic update right here. We need to put this in okay. So when we do this fully atomic change set, in both cases, we're going to need to apply this here. Which is a bit weird. I think we should we do it before the action? No, I guess we should do it after the action, because it's just weird to even use that option at all. Maybe I should just erase that option. Let's see. Look at that. Old friends reaching out on Discord. That's nice. It's always nice vibes. By old friends, I mean my old boss, who was also my friend, but you know, fun, very fun. He's a cool guy. All right. So we need to apply this here and in the other place where we get a fully atomic change set. I'm trying to send him a link to this live stream. There you go. All right. And so in here, we have the atomic change set. We need to do it here too. Oh, not that. We need to do this. Okay, so now in Ash Postgres, we should have what we need. Yeah, let's see. And let me know if the font size is still a little bit too small. I can make it a little bit bigger. I don't want to make it too big because it's like looking at a potato, but I can definitely make it a little bit bigger. Okay, still not happening. Still not working. Let's see what's going on here. Are we... Let's see where we're good. Are we running the bulk action at all? Oh, it's returning a stream. Oh, classic. That's the problem with lazy streams. So the where is it? In our do atomic batches, we're using map batches here, but we need to actually like run the batches. Oh, there we go. There's a name I can pronounce. Hey Frank, how's it going? Sorry to everybody else. I got one right. Maybe I'll just try to pronounce people's names. I think that'd be more fun, and just apologize in advance when I can't actually figure it out. So what we need to do is we need to actually run this map batches. Like this map batches is returning a stream. So let me see what we're doing in the other case. Map batches. What do we do afterwards? We should. Come on, don't. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's put this into a function. Map batches. Run batches. All right, so we're going to need batches or change set. Change set stream be what this is called. And then we need ops. What else are we missing? Is that it? Oh, we did ref. Gonna yell at us. Ref. Okay, ref. And then this will be ref ops. Oh, my music stopped. Wow. Let's see. I need to find more royalty-free lo-fi music. Let's go. Let's try this one. It's only 28 minutes long, but we can see. Okay. That'll do. Hey, Barnabas. He's on the core team. Actually, you know, while I have you here, Barnabas, do you know if you're going to make it to the office hours next week? I didn't actually ask you. I just scheduled it. I'm sure people would love to see you around if you can be there. Okay, so that compiles. Let's see if that fixes the issue we were seeing with Postgres. We're just returning a stream. Yummy. Hey, Barnabas will be there too. I think that might mean the whole core team will be there. That'll be exciting. I don't think we've had us all together on like in a public place before. Okay. What the hell? Expected a map. All right. Map update. Log 441. A map. What is it getting instead? Oh, the batch is probably has crap everywhere here. The batch probably, I think it might have the change set with it or something. That'd be pretty weird. Oh no, it has the index with it. That's right. And I'm going to, I don't think I can preserve. I don't think that I can preserve. Oh my gosh, the wrong project. Where did Ash go? I have like 20 projects that I have to have open at any one time. All right. So we have stream.with index, and we use that index to set a context on each thing, and I don't know how I can possibly preserve that index. When we do an update from query, does Ash Postgres do anything there? Dude, I forget. Let's see. It doesn't. So what does that mean? What does that mean for us? It means I need to we use this index in like a bunch of places, right? So we have like, let's see, yeah, we index the change sets. We do all this crap. See, like bulk update index. So that's metadata key. Let's just screw it. Let's just see what happens. And get rid of this with index. Probably fine. If it's not, I'll figure it out later. Okay, we still got a problem. What's the problem? Undefined function. And an atomic update. Well, yeah, of course. It's not what it's called. Crazy. Okay, let's try that again. I also look like kind of, my beard is so crazy. I need to like really do something about this. My beard, I haven't shaved my head in like 2 weeks. That's how you know when I have like a busy week. That's what I look like. Okay, so it failed successfully. All right, let's see what happened here. What does our filter look like? Let's see what the filter looks like. Maybe we're doing something wrong in constructing that. Okay. Yeah, so this looks right. It's going to do the base filter on the resource. Oh, that's actually... No, that should be fine. Because they don't show up at all if they don't meet that base filter. Huh. Let's see. Do I need to do something here? Is that just the test doing the wrong thing? No, it can't be because... Yeah, they get set to... Yeah, okay, sorry, that's stupid. What is this? Bulk update test. They get set. They wouldn't show up in the read statement otherwise. Okay. So next thing is let's look at the logs. Huh. We're not... Weird formatting. I'm not seeing that before. Just unknown... Oh, yeah, that's fine, actually. Okay, so we're doing a select statement. But we're not actually doing an update. Okay, so we should get into the other code when we do atomic, not do atomic batches, but do atomic update. So, I don't know, let's just see, are we getting here at all? I don't use your fancy debugging tricks. io.inspect, the only thing you need. Debuggers are for people who value their time. I mean... Okay. So we're not getting in. Wait, how is that possible? We're not getting into that code at all. Huh. So do atomic batches. Oh. No, because we know we're getting into here. And we're calling API.bulk update, right? We're passing in an atomic change set. Okay, do atomic update. So if we're not getting into the atomic update, then we have to be not getting in. We have to be getting into about false. That can't be it. Let's just see what this is. All right. Let's try this again. I'm not going to finish this today, though. This was bigger than I thought. Well, I guess I got sidelined by the shiny, implement batch updates, which is pretty. It's a pretty cool feature. So basically, the idea here is that we can actually, even if you don't give us a query, you give us records, we can still do an optimized bulk update if it's supported by the action in the data layer. And I think that's a pretty big deal. Oh, invalid options, unknown options, atomic change set. And why the hell did that not? Hash.bulk result errors. Yeah, that should return the errors. Oh, I don't want to think about that. I don't know. That's its own issue. So what that looks like is where we say API.bulk update. Here we need to actually say run. Then run API query action name, but because it can't pass that option publicly. I guess it's not part of the public interface, so I have to call the underlying function. Okay, this time for real. I'm gonna be happy if I can just get this thing like working in a single case. I'll count that as a win for today. I should have left that node unspec. Right. Come on. Oh, you guys can't see it. Are we getting an error of some kind? We are. What does it say? Unsupported expression in hash post. Whoa, what the? Oh. Huh. Yeah, because hydrate atomic refs is coming in somewhere else. Yeah, okay. So where we say ops atomic update, this isn't going to work. We have to pass these as options into fully atomic change set. Oh, wait. Are we doing this already? Oh my god, we are. Wow. What a waste of time. All right. All right. Let's try that again. All right. All right. This time for real. Cross your fingers, stream. Chat fam. I can't really cross my fingers that well. They don't like cross very much. Kind of weird. Hey, and what we should get is this big ugly thing. Update posts. Is there only one post? Oh, there's only one post. Let's. No wait, there's 2 posts. So we should see where ID. Huh. Local updates. Oh, what is this one doing? Only apply to things that the query produces. Ah, duh. All right, so this one we should say. So now we should see Fred stuff, George stuff. And we should see that it updates 2 in 1 query. All right, yeah, all right, cool. So now the bulk actions, the bulk updates will, that's actually like a pretty massive deal, because what that means is you don't really need to worry about where you're getting your records from. Like if you have a query, you can bulk update it. If you have a list of records, you can bulk update it. And those are all going to be mapped to, you know, some variation of an efficient query. Like if you have 1 million records and you want to bulk update them, you don't want to have to find a way to do a query that will get those records back. And so with this, you don't. We will stream them and in batches of whatever batch size you provide, or default to 100, which is probably not what you want in that exact case. We will, yeah, we'll do bulk updates. That's nice. So, I mean, I guess this is technically a test working, showing this works, and all the rest of it's tested by virtue of, yeah, the one thing that I had a problem with that will be an issue is when we did this do atomic batches. Yeah, in this function, we had an error that was returned from the bulk operation here. And it never showed up. We didn't get an error in the outer. Oh, actually, we might have. Let me just try this. Let me say map.put errors .error to error class. An actor model can be coupled well with streams. Like by actors, are you referring to like Erlang Elixir style actors, like processes and gen servers and all that sort of stuff? Because I mean, streams is a kind of an overloaded term potentially as well, right? We have in Elixir what a stream refers to is essentially it's not like an iterator where you like can take the next or anything like that. It's a unhaltable process. It's more like a lazy enumeration. And however, you can use streams to do things like orchestrate processes. Like a good example is like we have built-in task.async stream no link, or well, just async stream, for example. And what this will actually do is like given some series of inputs, potentially infinite inputs, it will spawn, you know, let's say I did like max concurrency 16. I could have an infinite stream, and this one line of code would do 16 things in parallel, each with its own process, its own actor, right? Sort of. I mean, not sort of. It is technically an actor. It's just like doesn't have. You're not gonna. It's not gonna be a gen server necessarily, or like have an interface that you would expect. It's just you're passing it a function. And you can do similar things with message passing in other paradigms. So if you're using like what's the thing I'm looking for here? The not gen state. The other main one. It's like Broadway or Flow. It's the Gen Stage. Jeez. If you're using something like Gen Stage, you can have like streams where the stream is an infinitely produces work and takes work, right? Like a stream.resource, and it's emitting events. And so streams make a lot of sense, but they're more like a way to have essentially like again, actually I called it a never ending thing, but it's not that they're never ending. It's once you start enumerating it, you cannot stop. Like you can't stop and resume streams. That was not really a coherent answer to your question, but they have a place with the actor model, I think is the best way to phrase my answer to that question. Let's see if this ought to cause us to get, oops. Oh no, here we go. Where's Ash Postgres? What should happen here is we should get an error here. And, oh, I guess, we won't because I didn't have it. I don't have it returning errors. But even if it's not returning errors, it should track error counts. So maybe that's the bug that we've got going on. Let's see. It says error count 0. Yeah, see. Oh, and it actually did the atomic update. Oh, yeah, well, of course it did. because I put this after the fact, after we did the atomic update. Okay, so what should happen here if we call map batches, this should get this bulk result with errors. It's not gonna, okay. It's not gonna get any, okay, here we do an error count. I think I see what needs to happen. So when I do this, where does map.put errors? This, I need to say map.put error count 1. And then in map batches, I need to actually store, like update the error count. It's kind of weird. Okay, so we'll say I think chat is like really delayed, by the way, so if I don't respond to your question soon, like it's pretty behind for me. Okay, so what I need to do is get the current errors and count here, and then so now this should be, yeah, so set theoretic types, I'm quite excited about set theoretic types, and I think Ash will be uniquely poised to leverage that all over the place. We had considered doing really similar things for type specs, but ultimately that has a little bit less value, especially when generated. And ultimately, with the idea of types coming to the language, it wasn't worth the squeeze to try to figure out making it all work with type specs. But I asked Jose, and I hope that this stays true. I mean, I know that it's a developing area, but a while back I asked Jose if it was going to be metaprogrammable. Like if you could, produce types dynamically and that sort of thing. And he said yes, and I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do that. The same way you can produce modules dynamically, you've got to be able to produce types dynamically. So the idea is that Ash types will have macro callbacks is what they're called, but a callback that lets them say what is the type spec for a valid input to this type and what is the type spec for a valid output, right? And using that, we can actually construct, fully typed actions, and we can construct fully typed, just a bunch of, like, when you have calculations, we can construct type calculation calls and all these different things. And in the same way that we construct, like if you use Ash GraphQL, we construct a fully typed API, right? So the plan is to absolutely, as soon as there's anything that we can do with set theoretic types, we're going to start working them into Ash Framework and making it so that our users can take full advantage of it, because it should work really nicely with our declarative patterns. We can derive all sorts of nice typing. So that didn't work, and that confuses the hell out of me. What's going on? So we should be getting into, let's see. Yeah, I agree. I think the LSP story ought to get much nicer with that in mind. I think there's actually I haven't really talked about it much, or not that I haven't talked about it. This is a relatively new idea, but I've been thinking that if we could make like a type parser only that can do like a type parsing step ahead of time that like ignores all Elixir AST and only does typing, we can get like a really stable base for language server things. Like if you use types, it's kind of a weird thought process, but I'm hoping that when we actually introduce those things that if you use types, it's like doesn't have to guess at a lot of things anymore. Okay, what was I doing here? Map batches. Okay, so we should be getting here. Store error. Oh, that's fine. So, and then this will be ref errors ops count. Yeah, same. The LSPs have not been. I mean, I think people don't give the authors enough credit for the LSP work, because Elixir is an inherently difficult language to build that kind of tooling for. It's not as loosey goosey as something like JavaScript or Ruby, but there are certain things that make it, I think, quite difficult. And it has gotten a lot better, right? Like, oh wait, that's not how this works. It has gotten a lot better. So, for what it's worth. Okay, so count +1. It's a little bit weird. Error count +1. It should be like plus, yeah, so add equals. Out or okay. So still haven't been able, yeah, like what did I put some ion specs up in the, no I didn't. I need to see what the... Okay, so... Come on. Oh, interesting. It's not even getting a... What? What? We're not getting a bulk result here at all. How is that possible? Batch result equals... Oh. Oh. No, batch result equals callback, and then we say stream.map. Yeah, that is what it is. So where's it saying notif? Yeah, so this should be... Okay. And that's stored errors. These should never... This should never happen because it can't, because it won't. Yeah, so... Okay, I'm just going to gamble on that. But how... Oh, because we weren't asking it to return results. It thought that it was a record. That explains it. That's super weird, but the quirk. No, there's no coffee in my hands because it's like 6 p.m. I'm getting old. I can't drink caffeine so late at night. I need to put on more music. We're out of music. 12 hours of lo-fi chilled beats, DMCA free. Let's go for it. For everybody can see this, that's give some credit here to whoever made this. That's this channel, the relaxed something, the relaxed movement. Give me 12 hours of free music. Okay. What the That's true. That's true. Maybe if it wasn't a Tuesday night, like maybe on like a Friday or something, you know? Yeah, I think the as for types being optional, I think the core team for Elixir is pretty adamant that like it needs to be something that not only like optional isn't even quite the right word. It's like a progressive enhancement that you can opt into where it's like it shouldn't be problematic for people who prefer not to type things to use things that are typed. And I think part of that is it just requires a lot of attention to design, which I believe that they're doing appropriately. Okay. So this is not... Oh. All right. This time for real. This time for real. I feel like I need to work on my like radio voice. You know, I need to... This is 97.7, The Chill Beats, where we code to lo-fi DMCA free music. What the hell? Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay. I don't expect results. We have to be getting here. I feel like lo-fi music. I slept on lo-fi music for so long. I had no idea. I thought it was, I don't know. I just never really listened to it. But my wife turned me on to it. I listen to it all the time now. It's pretty great. It's great for coding. I used to code to like, I don't know, like really intense music. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just a little much. What the hell? Okay, let's find out. Are we getting here? Now, like something must have happened. You guys are watching me flop around like a fish. Come on. We're gonna wind things down here in a few minutes as soon as I get this freaking. What? Oh, we're getting here? What is happening? We have to be getting to one of these things because I know we're mapping a batch. Oh, shit. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. We're not. We're not getting to this code. At all. We're getting to this code right here. So dumb. Okay, so what does that mean for us? We need to yeah, because it's not doing it concurrently because we're in testing. And so we need to do something like stream. Oh, we're just calling the callback. So we'll say, where do we use the callback? Callback dot batch. And they need to return okay results. Okay. But they can't return results and errors. I think that's the main issue that we're facing here. It will be in Orlando next year. I know that this upcoming year it will be. I don't know if it always will be, but the one this year will be there. Because I think it's like a 2-year contract with the venue. Oh wait, no, it's at a different hotel or something like that. Maybe I'm not supposed to tell you guys this. I don't know. Sorry, ignore me. I don't know what is public information and what isn't. So this is pretty interesting. I guess we can do this transformation actually somewhere else. We can do this up here. Where is this? Where are we doing this? Yeah. Okay, so it'll look something like this. Case do errors. Records. See if this works. All right, come on. Well, actually, now I need to actually do this anyway. See if it's gonna is an error hash error class. Something went wrong. Okay. Yeah, so let's do we get we still oh my god. Alright, well I don't think I have the time to chase this down. But this is definitely something strange. What is okay, actually let me look at this. What does map batches do over here? It says handle batch. What does this do in the case of an error? Yeah, look at this. Okay, oh, no, it should be fine. But this is the callback for handle batch that ultimately returns result or error, and then that should get handled. Whoa. But the other thing would just be records, I guess. This is pretty strange. Handle batch. And then we have this run batches, which we know about. I guess what we... Oh, you know what? I think I see what I need to do. I need to... Let's just start delete bulk update errors. I think... Where is... After we call map batches. That's what happens when you cover too long straight. Not this one, the other one. We say run batches. That's the whole thing. We're missing some logic. This was never working, I think. I think the problem is in run batches, if it returns a stream, then we can't do the other thing yet. So this where's the test.async stream? Records stream.run changes. Yeah, so it's not okay, it's not gonna be in run batches, but in map batches we have to handle yeah. All right. We have to handle the logic here. Yeah, we need to do this logic here, which is like, you know. No. Yeah? Do we? If we have this run batches function, and that doesn't match on all this stuff, right? That notifications process delete. Yeah, bulk update notification. Yeah, so it's expecting to find things in the ref. Yeah. So we need to do this kind of thing. But the callback, what can the callback return? This is complicated. Also, for those watching, I'm like returning to this code. I haven't looked at this in a little bit. Map batches. Let's see. So this one will return a list of error or records, and what will the other one return? Oh, that's in handle batch, and this one will return again a list of records or errors. Okay, so this needs to do something a little bit differently, actually, which is if we want to Saying Ash started transaction true. Oh, here we go. Bulk update errors. So this is adding. This is to do each batch in a transaction. Okay. And then it's going to add errors. And then if it's not in a transaction, we're going to say do handle batch. And this process results. Process results is doing a store error. Okay. So that is on, it's on us. Okay. Understood. I figured it out. Jeez, it took long enough. It's on us to do this in our callback up here, which is if there are errors, I need to say store error ref errors ops error count. Well, it'll be here. And then this one will return records. So step rep records store notification ref notifications. Yeah, okay. Mike, did I pass the ref in here? Yeah. Okay. That was a tough one. Store notification 2 is not a thing because it's called store notification something else. Store notification 3, ref notification ops. All right. Just do something different. If you do something different, I'll be happy with it. I'll be able to move on with my evening. All right. I'm gonna have to figure this out another day. Either way, I think this was a good test of the streaming setup. It looks like it works pretty well, and people are able to participate in chat, all that sort of thing. We're gonna have to figure something out for office hours next Thursday, specifically because we want other people to be able to join and to talk. And I don't know, still haven't figured out what the right answer to that is. Like, I'll share my I'll probably share the Discord, like a locked Discord channel or something, or maybe I'll make it a Zoom call that we stream to. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of time to figure it out, but just have to see how it goes. Thank you everybody who joined and who hung out. It was great hanging out with you guys. Great coding with you guys and gals. And we'll see you next time. Probably next week. Actually, probably the week after, because next week we have the office hours. But regardless, this was great fun. Thanks everybody.